Hey guys, I want to discuss really quickly a thought that we had from yesterday's weightlifting class. So in weightlifting class yesterday, we did a kind of a unique little complex where we did a pause jerk dip into a jerk dip plus a jerk, okay? Now there's a couple things and reasons why we were doing this. One is primarily is that we're trying to instill within the athletes what appropriate foot position and points of pressure should feel like throughout the dip. So a lot of times when we talk about the jerk, we talk about remaining on a flat foot. And a lot of times I see coaches cueing ball of foot or heels in their drive. And again, this might be a cue relative to the individual, but generally speaking, you want flat feet when you're in the dip phase of your jerk. And just like squatting, where we talk about 3 points of contact on the feet, what we're talking about is heel, below the big toe, and little toe. Those 3 points have to be connected down. Now, a lot of times when we say that, that makes sense, but it's actually the act of doing it and feeling it that's more important. So this gets into from a coach's perspective, I'm externally cueing the athlete on a position, but from the athlete's perspective, they need to be able to internally cue the position. So what we had the athletes doing while we were going through this was simply have everyone stand in a jerk position, and you can do this with a barbell or without. Have the athletes dip in their appropriate jerk position, and we didn't address all of this stuff here, although it is very important. Now what we do is we just bring the focus to the feet, and we have to understand that movement back and forth, front and back, side to side, is going to come from the ankles in this perspective, in this drill, all right? So what you want to do is you want to dip down, feel the 3 points of contact. Now when you're in this position, what you should feel are your toes grabbing the floor. So to get the proper understanding of this position, just simply shift back on your ankles where the weight's in your heels, and now you can wiggle your toes. The exact opposite is to shift forward in the ankles where your toes start to grab the floor and you can feel the points of pressure or the pressure on your heel rise. Now you know the two ends of the continuum on front and back positions. The same thing applies to lateral movement, where you can think of pushing your knees out to the side, and as you do, you'll notice that your toe, your big toe, or the base of your big toe starts to rise off, and you start to arch your foot. Again, this is too lateral. If you think of the knees dropping in, okay, and then your foot starts to flatten, you can start to wiggle your pinky toe, and you'll start to recognize these variations on the continuum of lateral displacement. So you have now experimented with front position, back position, side, okay, so right and left, and you start to become aware what the middle actually feels like. So this is a good warm-up tool, as well as just simply a awareness tool. Because remember, everything in weightlifting is truly about awareness. We're continuing to expand our awareness of our position, our body in space, as well as what it is that we're actually trying to achieve. So I want you to bring all the points of pressure onto that full foot. So that's the focus, and you start to understand what the periphery of that position feels like. So it's a simple basic drill, move through, knees out, knees in, forward, back, and just experiment and play. And this is where you'll truly start to understand internal cueing. You're gonna be aware of these positions. Now your next task is to take that into something more dynamic rather than static. Hence the reason we started with a pause. So we had a 3-second pause, feel your position, then a dip drive or a jerk dip where we now have to feel it dynamically, then into a full jerk. And we wanted to note any changes in those 3 positions. Now you could do this in many different ways. This was just an example that we used, but again, I think it's a really cool example and something that you guys should all take to your practice and take to your flow a little bit, and understanding your positions in the dip of the jerk, which again would apply to the push press, the push jerk, or any of these other positions as well. Okay, I hope that was helpful, team. Thanks very much. See you soon.